We're joined with Jeff Barber, Arts and Events Supervisor for the City of Santa Clarita. Jeff, tell us a little about this exhibit.
Well, the exhibit is called the Art Challenge. We have 6 artists that were randomly given stores here in the mall. They were given some money and they had to go into these stores only and purchase items and then create a piece. For instance, one of the artists usually works in wood, and they were assigned a clothing store, so they had to kind of figure out what they were going to do in the store. And that's the black and white piece over here that you'll see made out of hangers. So that artist came up with a creative idea using a medium he's used to. There's a variety of different projects here, everything from candy to wood to a pet store. We had an artist in there. So the exhibit will be up for 3 months till the end of December. First week of January we'll take it down, and hopefully a lot of people will come out and take a look at the work that the artist did with this art challenge.
All right, thank you, Jeff.
Thank you.
Let's check in with a few of the artists who have their pieces featured here in the gallery behind us. Right now we're here with Scott Bruckner, one of the local artists who has their pieces featured here at the Westfield Valencia Town Center Public Art Gallery. Scott, tell us a little about the piece you created.
The Artist Challenge is something that's probably, it's just you get a store, and then you have to figure out what you're going to do out of things that are in the store. So you walk in fresh without having any idea what you're going to do, and you kind of wander around the store. And usually I take pictures, digital pictures of the things that are in the store to try to come up with some ideas. And then we gather up some items going from things in the back, from wrapping paper to boxes to hangers. And then you go home and you sit down and you try to figure out what you're going to do.
What were the materials you chose to use for your piece here?
Actually, I got hung up on the hangers. I like to do wood. That's my medium that I use in my work, so wood hangers just lended itself to what I do. So I used those and figured out, it should be black and white, so I painted each hanger black on one side, white on the other, and just went from there.
It's a really clever idea considering the store that you used your materials from was White House Black Market, so it's white and black hangers. Can you describe maybe some of the challenges you faced with this specific display?
Well, I think the biggest challenge was how many hangers to use, what structure to make out of it. So I used a piece of metal that has actually threading all the way down through the entire thing. So I went to the top of the hanger and drilled a hole in each one and then started to build it from there. I started with 100 hangers, figuring I would do a structure that would be about 5, maybe even 6 feet tall, and then started from there. And then I actually got to 4 feet tall, and then it started to lean, and I figured I better stop there. So,
right now we're joined with Daryl Bibikoff, a local artist who has his piece featured here at the Westfield Valencia Town Center Public Art Gallery. Daryl, your piece is called An Artist's Paradise, and it was created using materials from the store Utopia?
Yes, that is absolutely true. And the materials, I spent about an hour and a half in the store walking around, and it was really exciting for me because there was just an amazing amount of things I could choose from, and I wanted to look at the whole package and really compose just the whole artwork as an entire piece, and it takes time and patience to do that.
You got a great use of kind of mixed mediums on the piece. What was your inspiration towards putting all this together?
Strictly inspired because I'm a dedicated fine artist. I'm a painter, and it is so important that as an artist that you really take focus and seriousness to something like this, because it's really passion. And so gathering the materials, you're always thinking like a fine artist, what's going to be the best, what's going to work best with the composition, what do you really do to take the materials and the store that you're given and make it work aesthetically and pleasing.
What were some of your biggest challenges you faced during this art challenge?
Tremendous challenges were definitely there. I simply, or in simple terms, just getting the piece to stay together. Using epoxy and hot glue gun throughout the entire piece, and connecting the simulated bamboo material, connecting that and making it a canvas was really the biggest challenge.
This exhibit is part of the city's public art program. How important would you say public art is to people to have the stuff that's just accessible to them wherever they can see it?
It's really, really critical to our community, and as a fine artist, and I'm a public school teacher here in the community, and I teach art, and I'm finishing a master's degree in art. You know, public art in a community is a tremendous lift for creative inspiration for everybody. We all need that aspect to our lives. We are so technology driven these days. Without this public art, we're really not getting that creativeness that we really need. The general public needs it. They need to see it. They need to be aware of it, and problem-solving skills for everybody in our community. It really, it builds and keeps that creative level going for all people, and it's a huge thing. And I don't want to see it go away.
Be sure to stop by the Westfield Valencia Town Center to check out the Art Challenge exhibit, available for viewing through January 2010.